right? He's not just taking the stance and said, hey, at 44 years old, I already know everything. I know what I'm doing. You just need to build me a better race car. He's willing to participate and try to become a better race car driver. Because, Steve, you can change all the springs and shocks and do all these things, but if the race car driver can find your little speed, there's magic in that.
Absolutely magic for sure. And with this car, there are drivers that have had to change their style to suit the car. And it's great to see a kind of an old dog learning those new tricks, right? Not afraid to change.
Back to this fight going on between Chase Elliott and his teammate William Byron and local driver Noah Gregson, doing well here at his home track.
Yeah, it really is. You know, he's picked up a lot of spots since the start of the green flag. 9 spots he's picked up. So a really good initial start for Noah Gregson. It's got to feel good in front of your hometown crowd, putting on a good show.
Well, he got the week off to a good start because he was one of the participants in Brendan Gaughan's Celebrity Blackjack tournament. And he said, I got to beat Chase Briscoe, the race leader, so that was pretty good.
Yeah, third time's the charm. Third time in the event.
Glad he won something in blackjack, because I did.
Teammates getting closer now. Hamlin's putting the pressure on Briscoe. Let's go for a ride.
Hamlin's definitely a little bit faster. Little cat and mouse game right here, trying to guess where Briscoe is going to go. He does not want to follow him. He wants to be in a little bit more clean air. Briscoe knows that. Briscoe this time to the very bottom. I think as this continues, I think what you'll see Denny Hamlin do is he'll enter a little bit higher. If Briscoe's going to run the bottom, then enter a little bit higher and give yourself, there you go, give yourself a little bit of cleaner air. Let's see if he can make this work. Try to build some momentum on corner exit.
Yeah, you're going to see not only the momentum and the draft come into play as that 19 grows out the front window on board the Toyota Cam of Hamlin. Oh, I like this even better. If he's going to give you the bottom, the shorter way, and the clean air.
Well, Briscoe saw him run the top in 3 and 4, so he said, all right, I'll take that from you over here.
Jeff, you're a 2-time winner here in Vegas. What did you love most about this place?
I love this racetrack because it is a 1.5 miles, but it is a very unique 1.5 miles. It is low grip. Tires come off the race car pretty quickly. They get very difficult to drive.
No complaints.
No complaints, man. Write that down in Sharpie. I didn't hear that a whole lot as a crew chief. Yeah, that must be nice to hear.
Good start for the JGR Toyotas. Briscoe leads the way.
A very dirty shift. You saw the hand come off the wheel. That should be just a blip. But you heard it was like 2, maybe even 3 little blips where you had to probably work the pedal and the lever, and that was all the momentum loss needed for the 19 to get by.
It cost him the lead. And so now, like we talked about before, how do you deal with this? Like, does Denny have to now, just be very, very sure that he's got it in gear and kind of slow everything down a little bit? Or a bigger concern is it something that would get worse?
Think about 2 weeks ago in Kansas when he almost won the race. He had that power steering issue. Now here, maybe some gearbox, maybe some shifter issues. Marty, let's talk about non-playoff drivers, and the man leading that group is in 6th, Tyler Reddick.
Yeah, I was going to say, if you're looking for a non-playoff driver to upset the playoff driver heavyweight battle today, Tyler Reddick's got to be near the top of the list. Eliminated last week at the Roval by just 12 points. It did not make it to the round of 8, but as you ride on board with the Xfinity onboard mobile camera right there, terrific shot of the spoiler cam. That's what Reddick will take advantage of today. You'll notice the traffic starting to migrate up a little bit here at Las Vegas. That is for Reddick as at his best. So as laps go on, that 45 should just get a little bit better, Dylan.
Well, and Marty, his teammate Bubba Wallace has also noted the migration that has been starting to go on here as they run in the 10th spot. I asked his crew chief Charles tonight this morning if they were as good as the JGR cars, and I could barely even finish the sentence before he said, yes, we feel really good, and then doubled down and said, I think we're as good, if not better than the Hendrick cars at the front of the field too. Their balance at the start of this race was a little bit off. Bubba has done a good job to move around and find a window that works for them right now. They've stabilized and run in the 10th spot, Kim.
Well, Dylan, Ty Gibbs still looking for his first top 10 at a 1.5 mile track this season. A little surprising. And when I mentioned that to crew chief Tyler Allen, he said, look, the beginning of the year, we were lacking on performance.
Kyle Larson will be one of the first to make his stops top of the screen. Said he was a little bit tight. They were free and Marty.
Feeling first wave of playoff cars coming to pit road. Joey Logano said it just felt like I lost overall grip as the run went on. Said the car was bottoming out early in the run as well. Paul Wolf's going to make an air pressure adjustment, trying to help his drivers out. 46 to go here in stage one.
This race a year ago featured a lot of issues on pit road. This team, though, Kim, did not have any in the spring race.
Yeah, finishing up their stop, William Byron, tight on the bottom. He said overall, though, pretty good in terms of balance. You see Ryan Blaney right there. He said loose right in the middle, forcing him to run the bottom. He has to be tightened up one number, Marty.
Denny Hamlin at the very front end of pit road. You saw their car fall off on the longer run. That's what they struggled with in practice yesterday. He said the car was, quote, just edgy, and you heard the radio comment, just no real grip at the